This is Grisek in Johor, the center of life for about 20,000 people. It's typical of hundreds of small towns all over Malaya. Grisek clusters around both banks of the curving Muar River, which has served as its highway for generations. The river is the hub of life. Grisek is in the heart of countless smallholdings where farmers grow a few crops as food and also as produce to export from the district. But the chief product by far is rubber. The rubber growers of Grisek, like smallholders all over Malaya, who between them produce nearly half the country's rubber, were in the habit of processing their own latex. The sheets they produced were mostly of poor quality, dirty and uneven. They seldom received more than the lowest price for their few miserable sheets, and it took half the day to produce them. But something happened which brought the smallholders together in a common enterprise. RIDA, the Rural and Industrial Development Authority, suggested that they should pool their latex and process it in their own factory. And so RIDA built a fine, modern factory at Grisek. From near and far, the smallholders now bring their latex to collecting stations. They formed their own cooperative society, which is responsible for collecting the latex. Each load is weighed and a receipt given. The latex is stored at collecting points until the mobile tank arrives to carry it to the factory. Hashim Abdullah, the manager, was trained by a large business firm on their estates and in their Singapore offices. The factory is planned on the most modern lines and produces first-class sheet rubber at the lowest possible cost. latex is coagulated and smoked under efficient factory conditions by local people specially trained for the job. This factory is the first of its kind in Malaya. It cost Ryder nearly $500,000. But Ryder hopes that smallholders will be able to buy the factory back and, through their cooperative society, to manage it themselves. The present capacity of the factory is 4,000 pounds of dry rubber per day. It can be stepped up to take 12,000 pounds. In a thoroughly expert way, latex from hundreds of small holdings is turned into first-grade sheet, which commands the top price. Every month, a ship comes up the river to collect the bales, which now bear the Grade 1 stamp. It's sold on the Singapore rubber market. The smallholders are paid twice a week. They get the average market price, less the cost of operating the factory and government taxes. The smallholder now receives a higher price for his latex than when he processed it into sheets. He also has more time in which to produce other crops for cash. Grisek is now on the map as a name which stands for Grade 1 rubber.